All right, welcome to Man Cave this beautiful Tuesday after the very long weekend. I hope that you're settling in well. Uko sawa kabisa. We are back. We have an amazing topic today. With all pun intended, we'll talk about women assets, whether they're an asset or they're using their assets to get things in line. As you can see, there's a picture there that also was causing controversy. As you know, the nominations were there. So what's been happening is we've been seeing pictures like this, and so anyway, let's start with let's introduce the guest. Sheila Komoka is back. What up?
Hey guys, it's been a long one.
We were so intoxicating, I had to take a break. Detox.
I know, yeah.
In accent beer. Hi people.
I was out of the county.
The county.
Yeah.
Not the country.
In accent.
A lot of fruits in that accent.
Yeah,
Kijado. You need accent Nayama.
Let's be open, we missed you.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's
what I'm talking about.
Due to lack of friends.
Kama pasta anakumisi unaweza kufikia washirika
sasa wale. Unaweza kubali na Miss Dave? I can't kubali. And Roy Karuhizi is here, and of course Pastor Kuria, the Misa or the Misi. Right, so like you said, I mean, let's just kick it off with those pictures that we were showing. I did the nomination exercise. Most of them were there, and you know, walikuwa nasema kwamba hizo ndio nini, hizo ndio campaign ya ukweli. So first of all, let's define what we're talking about here in terms of assets, and you know, of course, no disregard to women at all, but you know, they are truly assets, like no pun intended, in any organization. But we're talking about the rising craze of it looking like they're using their bodies to be the basis of how we portray them. I think that what I don't want to say that's sad, because sometimes you're forced into that situation. I don't know, but I'll say that it was pretty obvious of those given posters that those ladies were using their bodies to actually sell or to campaign for the positions they wanted. Probably because it was obvious that was the outstanding part of their personality or character. But it just shows where things are going. I think it's totally wrong.
Do you want to tell me that I can afford because of seeing that big rasa? Vote for somebody.
You're investing in it for your country.
But beauty lies in the hands of beholders. Not everybody who is interested with those big things.
You don't have to behold.
Posterior. We'll call it posterior.
Let me just say this. She is gifting those to her county members as a way of bringing people together, uniting people in a common interest.
What are we saying here, guys?
No, yes. I am trying to look for a positive spin to this, and it's not possible.
What is the positive spin in this? Look, I think we have reached a point where politics has become such a... I know we've had politics being a dirty game, but this is now a whole new level. As in, when I see a poster like that, and this is what is supposed to be representing me, because I mean, women's representation, it could even be an MC or a governor or a senator.
Hey, what do you think about that?
All I'm just saying is, when you're representing women, you have to have some level of decorum. But I feel like this is where the game has reached. You look at yourself on social media and you're like, what? I have 1,000 likes on my picture. I could translate this to votes. You know what I mean? And actually make money off of it. So these are just industrious women.
Okay, but I'll say this, Willis. Just because you have it doesn't mean you have to use it in that manner.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you know they've noticed that. Wait, if I woke up like this.
Yeah. And you don't wake up like that.
Sometimes some of them wake up like this. There are some women whose pictures I've not seen her face for about the last 3 months. All her pictures are from a different direction.
Yes.
Like you've never seen her face.
Yeah.
And the point is, she knows that the moment she turns around, whenever she looks good leaving, she gets about 2,000 likes. When she arrives, oh my God, there is a bit of a problem, and maybe the likes go down to 200. But that's why, it's not that this is politics. Sheila, I'm saying there's a level of responsibility. I am just saying that the moment you do that, you're the one who's asking to be disrespected. So when you get disrespected after that, please don't complain.
Well, Sheila...
And then every man has a right to chase you using that also.
I'm looking at it like this. My body is the temple of the Lord. So how I'm going to present it to people will show whether it is what I mean or it is otherwise.
What a temple.
What a temple. Because now, I don't think showing me all these funny things will impress me. at the end of the day, I'll deduct some you know, some things in your life and say, you are not what I think. Actually, you are living below speedometer. Yeah, you are living below speedometer by portraying this.
Yes.
Let people see it and tell you that you are beautiful or you are handsome.
But don't use it.
But don't use it. Sasa mimi nitafungua hii alafu nionyeshe tumbo yangu na I'm six pack.
Kama uko nayo.
I'm six pack but haijapangwa.
No. Once about these days, one pack is an advantage. See your six pack. One pack ndio iko na maana, iko na nguvu. But when the fact remains, I'm not talking about how people are seeing it, but where you talked about the fact that it is the woman, she owns that body. I don't think she owns the body. I think
she doesn't own the body.
No, it's sio yake peke yake.
Ni nani?
It's also part of social responsibility, the society that she's in.
Kwani ako na CSR?
You know, CSR, Mungu amepatia that body as a way of how you handle it or how you carry it.
So don't abuse
it. For others, it's not yours alone. It's like a gun, right? You have a gun. A gun can be there to protect you, but it can also be a weapon to hurt others, right? You can't walk around with a gun in the air shooting it saying it's my gun.
You know,
how you handle it has impact on other people. How she handles that body has impact on other people and impact on the way other women will be treated.
Sheila wants to say something.
You know, it's so interesting. Anytime we're discussing women, so one woman will do something there, and then she'll all of a sudden be a representative of how you should respect every woman out there. Not every woman out there is putting themselves like that. Let's stay focused on these two women who put themselves on a poster and they're saying, Mbele na nyuma iko sawa. This lady has decided, this is, look, when we talk about politics, in fact, Pastor has raised some very interesting points, because today I'm all about listening. So Pastor has raised some very interesting points. He's like, listen, this is a temple of the Lord. You should use it to, and people should respect you. How many politicians on the ballot right now, because nominations shall happen, so we know who's going to be on the ballot, are completely people that you cannot respect, simply because of their actions. These are just ladies who've taken that, they're trying to fit into the game, because it seems that you have to be the most corrupt, or you have to be scandalous, or you have to, look at the people on the ballot. So your concern with this woman is that she's using her own sexuality to get votes, while other people are using things that are actually, you can't even talk about them because it's allegedly, and we're not judging them on such a harsh level. All I'm saying is, for me personally, these women don't represent my views, but if that is the way the person has seen that they can be able to get into this game, which is in fact a murky, dirty game. You show me one person who's in there who, be the first person to cast a stone. That's what I'm saying. Let's play on the same platform.
But we're talking about trend here, Sheila. We're not saying that all women were doing this. We're just saying there's a trend that's right. You would never see
These
a poster.
Are just two chicks.
Wait.
Just two.
We've never seen a poster like that before.
Yeah, that's
it's a trend. If it's completely new and it's on the rise, it's a trend. Let me tell you, if you see on social media, a lot of women used to look at us when they're taking pictures. Now we don't even know how they're taking a picture, because I don't know the angles you need. I don't have not been trained in aesthetiology and how to take those photos.
Taekwondo.
But that one you need, that's martial arts to take that photo, right? But what we're saying is, look at the change. Before, you had people actually quoting and saying, this is a quote I have of the day, and this is what I believe in, and that's it. But now you have someone turning around and saying, look at what God has blessed me with.
Yeah.
And I'm beginning to say, is it yours or is it other people's? There's a level of responsibility out of that. Right? That's what we're talking about, the decaying. We're not saying all women are like that. Corruption has always been there in politics, so you expect people to use what you do and say money. You expect people to use threats. We just didn't expect assets to be
let me add something now. Do you think, and can we agree that there is moral decay in our society?
Yes, moral decadence.
Yeah, it has rotten really.
Right. Yes.
And we actually need somebody to show people the right way. If showing people the right way is by showing and exposing your body, then I think we are wrong, all of us.
Two things though, there's two things. The first, even me, I'm listening today. So the first time you spoke about this, you said if you put those pictures there and you ask the question, do you think this will impress me? That's one. Two, for Sheila, when you talked about, it is not representative of all women, etc., and they're just using their sexuality. to get in the game. But so my question to you first is, of course, aren't there men who will be impressed by that?
Yes.
And that's why it's there. And two, to you, Sheila, is you know, kama mtu anatu, is that then the basis? Should we vote for you because sababu uko na posterior?
Okay, okay.
She shows a good out.
The percentage,
Yes.
the percentage of men who are going to be impressed by that is very small. Because not everything which is twinkling is gold.
Rahisi kusema hivyo.
Shira, I think you are going to be on my side.
Sheila is
the nearer the meat, the bone, the sweeter the meat. To some, yeah. To others, they are just impressed because the Bible somewhere says that those who will just look and see kuadmire. Yeah, you look at it, you're lasting and covet. I like the word covet. They have already sinned. So how many people do you think, how many men do you think have sinned with these pictures? And who made them sin? It's these ladies.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Our point is, my point was, is it her right?
Okay, look,
is it her right?
It is her right.
You think it's her right?
Look, at the end of the day, as in, whose right is it? Is it yours, Roy? See, it's her body, it's her right.
You see, that's the level of where we say,
look, at the end of the day, this wasn't a morality conversation.
Right.
This is a trend that's growing. Does this trend make sense? At the end of the day, the fact that we're even talking about them today, don't you think that it has done it has served the purpose?
I prefer the word damage.
No, it has served the purpose, because without this poster, chances are would never have known about these ladies. Like, would never have spoken about them. Nobody would ever have known. But they have actually made an intro into politics.
Do you know why we've noticed them? Do you know why we've noticed them?
Hold on, Roy. So even if they don't make it into this election, they can go back to the drawing board, put on some clothes. All I'm saying is they can go back to the drawing board, put on some clothes, repackage, and come back with, because they already have hype. So the next time someone sees them, they're like, you remember those ladies? They turned around, blah, blah, blah. That is what politics is about. At the end of the day, there was a guy, let me tell you something, Roy. There was a guy last year, was it, or the year before, who allegedly, he's a gynecologist, or just a guy in a suit, acted as a doctor, and allegedly raped the patient. But that guy is standing for election this year.
Yes.
I don't see you having a conversation about that.
Because
but this lady just put on, you know, fitting clothes, and already it's a conversation. You know, so we have to, when you say moral decay, you must be fitting clothes.
Let me tell you something. There's garbage which looks like garbage. What we're asking about is, this is not garbage that looks like garbage. There's obvious garbage. The reason we're not discussing obvious garbage is if it's there, if the goat is eating it, it's garbage. You can see that. It's clear. This is
but there is garbage which is recycled.
Which were unclear whether we're actually talking about is this garbage behavior or not garbage behavior. That one is clear. By the time you're talking about someone molesting women, surely why even bother giving that person the right to have a discussion about them, right? But for this one, we're a bit confused, because we're saying, do you women not see the danger? The women who are doing this, do they not see the danger of what they're doing and what they're starting by what they? By the time you start removing all your missiles and bazookas from different directions,
and every time you're
starting a proper war.
Roy,
you're starting a war where you're not going to be respected.
Every time you do something, you are becoming a role model to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So show me. Somebody said, show me your friends, and I'll tell you your future. Now show me what you are doing, and I see young people who are lining up behind you to do the same, because it was done by somebody who is a celeb. But and everyone want to become a celeb.
Yeah.
When we are sitting in this panel, there are many people who are admiring what we say here. Yeah. So we are role modeling one another.
Doubt that.
Bro, let me finish. So I want to say, everything everybody do, please, you must have a sense of
it's being watched.
It's being watched.
You know. Again, I'm bringing it to, if we're going to argue moral decadence, let's argue moral decadence. If we're going to argue what these girls are doing in the...
We're asking, is it wrong, right?
Is it a trend? Dude, this trend started a long time ago, as soon as we started embracing social media and social life. So in every single sphere of... Even there are people at office places who are hired simply because of how they look. It's the truth. That is the social, the socialite syndrome seeping into offices, seeping into churches. People are putting on makeup just to be able to get into the choir. You understand? So the socialiteness has sort of, yeah, the socialiteness has sort of spread out.
Can I just ask Kutura she's getting lost on where the argument is here. We're saying there's clarity. If a man stood and you start giving out money during elections, clearly wrong. When you remove a gun and say, vote for me, I'm antakuwa, clearly wrong. But then we're saying this one is not clear, right? Because we're asking, this is similar. You displaying your body like that on the poster is similar to someone putting a poster where they show their tubes, a briefcase of open tubes saying, angalia niko nayo, tuende mbele na pesa zangu. Yeah, it's as simple as that. What I'm saying is that even if you're doing it, imply it. What this has become is blatant. It's blatant.
So for you, you'd rather she implies that she's sexy and she's got assets?
She just knows she's got the added advantage of those assets.
So you'd rather she imply it than display it?
Displaying is lack of respect.
So, but implying it is, you know, she's...
You can get away with it. You can get away with that.
So the point is that you're just worried that they might not get away with it.
You don't think that this is wrong?
No, I'm just asking.
I'm really worried. Why is that now forming a party called Mahaga wa Kenya?
This is not
company or party.
What is wrong with that?
My question
is, you see?
Can you ask me before Aburu comes in?
Yes.
Is this right?
I just said that what these ladies are doing is in no way a representation of... This is not my women's rep. And not to say that the other... Not that to say that the other women rep out there are the best. I'm just saying, these ones, nah.
Nah.
I've not seen any
that's good now. Can you answer the question? Is it right?
Right or wrong?
I'm not... I can't be a judge. I don't know. I
don't know.
Things that I do that are not right.
Imagine, Will it was to blatantly give out bribes, she'd tell me that's wrong.
Is she hurting anyone?
She's blatant.
Is she hurting anyone?
Those are weapons, I've told you. They can hurt people.
That's what I'm asking.
Those things can hurt people.
She is damaging our spiritual life.
There's so many people who are damaging your spiritual life. When a soap is advertising, they're advertising a piece of soap that you should shower in, and the lady is there. They're not trying to imply something. The lady is technical. Umeona mkono, umeona mguu, umeona yote. The only thing covering is lather. This one is actually dressed up. They're dressed up. If they were in a bikini, then maybe I'd have a problem.
All right, let's take a few comments here on 2242. That's our SMS line. Somebody says, honestly, if we vote the beauty, we'll end up having an immoral nation. That guy in the suit took a really, but I think it's quite right. If that lady wins and you're causing a problem. Patrick Mikay McCarthy anasema, I'm watching the topic. He's a youth. He's not impressed because those people are very immoral. Chema chajiuza kibaya chajitembeza. Akiwa kiongozi hivyo na wale wasichana ataongoza watakuwa aje? And then just to show you, like, also the way my youth man work on, which goes to Sheila's point about the soap and everything. This one says they are displaying adult-only material to the public, which includes our children. This must be stopped. Otherwise, next time they will display all. Keep talking to us. SMS line is the hashtag is. Can I say it like a mother again? So my question is this, though, which goes back to what Sheila was saying, and she has some points there, because anasema watu wengine wamekuwa wakiiba na nao sisi sahi most likely watakuwa governor.
Wacha nikuulize, uko na shida na mtu amevaa nguo tight na hauna shida na mtu mwenye anahama na 800 million na tena anakuja?
Niko na shida naye pia.
Alafu so so ndio nauliza wewe shida yako tu ni kwa sababu amevaa nguo zenye ziko staarabu, lakini hauna lakini hauna shida na the fact that ndio nauliza basi, why is this such a big deal? I mean, no pun intended.
It's a big deal. I think I said that's the temple of the Lord and the temple of society. Some people have different sizes of temples, as you can see by those posters. Yeah, kuna temple hizo ziko 3 floors, 4 floors, but the fact is that temple is meant to be adored and respected by all. and you're destroying it, and it has effects on other people.
Can I surprise you? Some of these dresses you see these guys wearing, they don't even wear anything else because wakivaki tu ingine itajichora. So it's only these things they have.
Why are you making the scene worse?
What this is called drawing the picture.
No, machora picture. The thing is this. So it goes back to the question I asked and Sekupata Jibu ni kwamba, so then should we vote on the basis of
no?
Of course no. That's the big.
So that's
yeah, that's standard procedure. I don't think there's any person out there.
But me, I'm asking, can you stop people making those kind of? Is there any way? I don't think there's no.
Okay, the truth is
it a right?
As much as we might not, we might be wrong or right in other people, but kuna freedom of expression.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's where my point is coming. I just said when I looked at that poster, right, it just brought the question of, you know, a gun. I still say a gun is not just your property. A gun is also the people, the community you live in. It affects them. So it is their property to some extent. And I'm just saying, it just brought the question of to what extent is a woman's body her right? Because her body is very powerful.
Yeah.
For good and evil. It's very powerful. It can switch and change things. Right? So you also have an obligation on how to use it. Kuna tank, kuna missile, kuna hizo surface to air, kuna submarine, kuna nukes, kuna zingine ziko, kuna hizo.
When this type of people comes to the church, unless now you lift up your hands and say, Amada the rock is over me, Jesus hide me. You know what you are trying to do? You are trying to wash your heart because you want to remain clean, but what you see is really putting you to Magario.
Yeah.
But what I'm asking,
a lot of temptations.
To be honest, like, I mean, I know we live in a society that tells us that, listen, your eyes, like, hazina pazia, and what you see, like, you know, you blame the woman for, you know, tempting you to lust. Like, what part of that do you, you know, at what point do you acknowledge that you also play a part in that? Like, you didn't have to look.
The receiver.
Excuse me. You didn't have to look. And when you looked, you could be responsible with your thoughts. What are you allowed? In fact, at the end of the day,
accusation I've ever had.
what I'm saying, just hold on.
Well, seeing and looking are different.
You guys, you should embrace listening as well. So what I'm saying is, like, I'm listening to you, and you're saying, okay, this lady has a huge responsibility to society, and you know,
yeah, huge responsibility. She's got a strong personality also.
Yeah. So she's going to lead so many women astray. There are so many women out there who could be leading us astray, but we choose to follow the ones who are leading us in the right path. And the ones who are leading you astray, that's your own choice, yeah? But now, when you say a woman's body is a bazooka, you know, I'm just like, in your mind, what is happening? Because a thought you can't place a thought in a mind that doesn't have any thoughts. That means there must be a thought in your mind that is just a trigger. I'm just triggering something that's already in your mind. So maybe before you start praying for God to remove you from this rock, maybe the rock is already inside your mind. Maybe you need to first remove it, so that when you see things, like, not every single thing triggers you. Because even us, we're ladies. Like, we see handsome guys, but we don't, you know, just because you're handsome doesn't make me go like, oh my God, I can't control myself. No, I'm just like, I see and I'm like, okay, moving forward. Let's keep it moving.
I've seen the results of handsome wallets. Now, good-looking wallet, a handsome son. Because the same effect. Also, it's an issue of self-control.
Yeah, self-control is the key thing here.
Yeah, but as I say,
but you see, we are not sinners because we sin. We are sinners by nature. It is a choice not to sin. It's a choice. So I want to tell somebody who is looking and watching these things, you make a choice. The choice you make, it will determine your future. So if you choose to be carried away by these big things, then utaenda town hata usahau unaenda wapi, you just follow them because there are many.
There's something interesting also that's happening, which is watu wanapigana hapa pia kwa social media. Kuna mtu anaitwa Gilbert Kipkoech Rotich anasema, we live in an immoral society where decency is shunned and immodesty exalted. Is immodesty a word? I don't know. Africa Alive wanasema, everyone has freedom of expression, my body, my rights, my choice. Alafu Adrian Madaraka or Hamisi Peter anasema, they are using supporting documents to succeed. When you go to an interview with a woman and she displays her wares, it is done. So, which begs the question, you know, we were talking about this, so we've talked about the political side, right? And this is based on, of course, what is how this is happening. But there's also the social side, social light, social media, where this thing is also happening. So in such scenarios where we talk about this in Afanyika, you know, is it, again, is it a right freedom of expression, or how are you using your body ndio upate kitu nataka? Hii ni office, ile ingine pengine anatafuta mtu ama
when I read the word of God, the Bible says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Some more fearful than
others. Yes, some of
marvelous is the work of, let me finish, marvelous is the work of the Lord. And my soul knows this very well. That last part, many people does not read it. That my soul knows how I am. And I was created and I was made for a purpose. If I misuse the purpose that I was created for, that is called abuse.
Yes.
So we should also ask ourselves, are we abusing or we are using? You know, the whatever God has given us. Because when we are using it, we are going to be role model. Let other people say, jamaa anakuaga handsome, this lady is cool, you know, but don't display. Don't display.
Use and abuse, and that's the thing, and that's why we're getting Sheila in a spot where we're asking you, what those posters abuse? That's what our main point was.
All I'm asking is,
why can't we answer that?
Are they, no, for me, I don't look. At the end of the day, when I look at that poster, first, it doesn't speak to me in any way. You understand? It only speaks to guys. So the question should become, is this affecting you in any way, the poster? Does it make you, does it sway your thoughts? Because whether it is a young guy on the poster or an old guy, that's not what I'm looking for. At the end of the day, I'm looking for, that is on the political space, I'm looking for someone who can be able to do the work. So the person who will be excited about this chancellor is not even a voter. So it's even a non-conversation. But there's something you read, there's a tweet you read, and the person was saying that we live in an immoral society. If you go to an interview with a lady with assets and she shows her assets, it's done. The question is, who is she showing her assets to? Another guy. Because if it is a panel, if it's a panel of ladies, she's disadvantaged, right? But if she finds herself in a panel of guys, and maybe the guy is the one who at the end of the day is the one who's being unfair to the other guys. Is it the lady, or is it the guy who gave her the job based on her assets?
My friend, it's a lady.
It's the guy.
Let me tell you where the problem is. It's very simple, right? You're showing alcohol to an alcoholic, right? And then blaming the alcoholic for being an alcoholic, saying, these have nothing to do with me, you shouldn't have been an alcoholic in the first place. Right? Sickness exists already in society, but it doesn't justify behavior or crime. He talked about use and abuse. Two different words. And he said, look at that post again and ask you, is that person using their assets or abusing their assets? Because I'm telling you, the same lady, the day she talked about, forget catcalling, the day she tries to walk down a road and cannot make it down, because I can get lift watu wanaanza kufurahi, and we are going to lift inakuwa fast immediately, and guys make sure it comes on each of the floors. Yeah, let her not complain on the way she'll be treated, because those are the same things she uses to attract those elements. You're opening a can of worms. What we're just saying is, those posters open a can of worms.
But Roy, I mean, I like the fact that, you know, like, I like when I sit here with you every single Tuesday, like, I really get deep into your mind, and I really get so concerned.
I can't even get into my own mind.
So concerned, because I'm like, I mean, the fact that, okay, clearly there's a problem in how men perceive women. I mean, it's so sexually charged. Like, every single thing we're talking about, we could be talking about, like, politics, but somehow it's sexually charged. Why is this woman like this? Why is she behaving like this? Why is she doing this? Then maybe, since the problem, because us ladies were okay, whether you show your assets or you don't show your assets, it doesn't change anything. Maybe then guys should be having the conversation about this is how these ladies are behaving, then we should be aware of it. You understand? Like, if you're in an office, your job is HR, and you're supposed to be selecting someone to better this organization, and you decide to pick the one that has the biggest thighs, and then you wonder why you're not meeting your quota. You got confused somewhere. A lady does not allow such things to happen to her, because at the end of the day, it's all about improving the business. And that's why companies that are run by female CEOs are always successful.
So I guess what we're asking again is, you know, we asked the question, where did it all start? Because I mean, social media came and then we started seeing all these things. But just like today, if I was selling this iPad, for example, right? The day that I come to sell the iPad, na nipata kuna market, the iPad is a fizzle out. So is it because there is a ready market, e.g. men?
Yes.
That's right. There is a market. There's a market, and I'm just saying.
And they're the ones who encourage it. So look, if I'm trying to play, politics is a man's game. Like, count the number of women who are in it.
Okay, can I
who are in it? If I was to come
there's a ready market.
I have to find a way. I have to find my way.
There is a question Araburu have asked. Where did it start?
Yes.
The market.
The market, and she's saying it's a market. It's a market. Let me agree with her on the market, right? Willis.
Yes.
Because it's a very ready market for Changa. So therefore, if you go and sell at the cops stop you, will you say, me, I just started this because about there's a ready market. It doesn't make what you're doing correct. It doesn't make it legal. What we're just saying is, let's accept what you're doing is wrong. Don't justify it by the market. Do not.
Still, isn't there like in
Let me take you back. And
I know.
Let me say something here. The work of the devil.
The views of Citizen TV.
The work of the devil is to kill, steal, and destroy. If whatever is being displayed is destroying somebody, it's not the work of, it's not God's work. It's the devil's work. So where did it begin? From devil. And he has customers too.
Not the devil are gonna customer.
Now the problem here is us like individuals. Where are you going to choose? What kind of life are you going to choose? Are you going to be manipulated by those big rasas? Are you going to be manipulated by those toothpicks on the streets? It depends totally on you, and that's why we should be strong. Everybody must be strong in his faith, because our faith differs in size. Yeah, me, I cannot be impressed by this, but there are other pastors. Tulienda na pastor mwingine hivi kwa street, akaona ile, akaniuliza, ai, basi bado kuna ukimwi. You know why? Ameniuliza hivyo why? Because he is already destroyed. Because he is weak.
He likes big whatever.
Yeah, he is weak. That's why the Bible says sometimes you have to use legs, not spiritual things. Legs, you run away. Yeah, you run away. Hakuna haja ya kuangalia hizi vitu. If you don't need it, run away. If you stay like there, utakufa ukisema in Jesus' name. Finally.
But I'd like to commend the guys who actually didn't respond to that kind of stuff. Just support it. As Sheila said rightfully, it's your decision at one point. And my argument was always, what you're doing doesn't make it right. As I said, it's wrong for you to display your gun in a poster. It's wrong for you to display your briefcases of money. Therefore, it should be wrong for you to sell your body in the same poster, right? But we just like to commend the guys, the fact that people didn't really respond. I'd fear that guys would actually jump for these votes just simply on the basis that it's funny, it's interesting, it's exciting, and they jump for it. So the positive part of it was a lot of people didn't respond. Maybe because a lot of people didn't get to take the posters home, or they didn't get a chance to see them, or their zones were not given enough posters. Maybe there's a different reason, but I'm happy about it.
All right, as I can see, there's so much comments. Like I said, watu wanapigana amongst themselves na hata wanatupiga sisi. Kibocha anasema difference between a male and a female animal is sexual. Humans make choices, but sometimes minds fail. Animals' consequences accrue. Ngombe hulindwa. Molly from Siaya says, I am Molly from Siaya. My dress, my choice. Then let it be known that a woman is created attractive to men. This, however, should not be abused. And then we have another one, Justice from Bukura. And a bird can fly over your head, but don't allow it to build a nest in it. It's about how we relate thoughts to actions. Then kuna mtu hapa amesema, morning, ambia pastor asome 1 Timothy 2:9 and imeifungua inasema, I also want the women to dress modestly with decency and propriety, adorning themselves not with elaborate hairstyles or gold or pearls or expensive clothes.
Adorning the word decency,
but with good deeds appropriate for women. Yo uta expound. And then mtu anasema pia, hello, I'm Patrick Joseph. Anasema akue so that's his name, Patrick Joseph. Honestly, that lady doesn't deserve to be a lady, because a leader has to be a role model, and to be respected doesn't mean you display your body. Example, ametaja social funny hapo, akona figure, but she doesn't do anything to deserve that attention. so watu tu ni wanapenda kumezea. And finally anasema those ladies display the right things at the wrong place. It can't work like that. Muyese from Makongeni.
It can't work like that. That is the voice of a voter.
Yes.
They cannot work.
Cannot.
Like that.
Yes.
Have you heard the voice of a voter? Rebuking the devil. What is
Sheila, the thing is, you've been simmering.
No, I've just been listening. I like the comments that are coming in from across the country. Shout out to the guy from Bukura who said you can allow a bird to fly over your head, but don't allow it to nest in your mind.
Right.
And that I think should go out to all guys who, when they look at that poster and they're like, oh my God, why is she doing this? She's tempting me. Oh, you can't be tempted by everything. Look, a dog doesn't walk past any house and anything it smells, say it gets hunger. You understand? And at some point you have to satisfy yourself and just be like, close the door. You don't go eating every single thing that you see. And I feel like that's a message that should go out to specifically guys, because this conversation at the end of the day is affecting more men. You see every lady who's coming there just saying, my dress, please, just move on. These ladies do not affect me. They're not they have the right to stand, and that's why I said for me there's no wrong or right in this. At the end of the day, she has her right to stand. If she was naked, if it was offending my eyes, then there's a problem. If I looked at her and like it's a poster that I cannot be able to look at with my father or my mother, then immediately I know this lady, she's on another tip. But hey, this is how people dress. This is what she's doing. She's just not looking into the camera. There are thousands and millions of people who take pictures like that.
Okay,
it's so funny that she put Kalonzo's face.
Right underneath.
Handsome boy.
Kwanza ilikuwa chini kidogo.
Chapter over.
Oh my God.
Okay, now let me say something.
The views of Roy do not represent the views of Citizen TV.
The thing is, as Sheila said, is I knew that what is going to elicit is this: my dress, my choice, my dress, my choice. That statement is used easily, but the consequences, because remember when my dress, my choice happened, right. It was because of certain consequences, which were not right. I don't agree totally with the action, but don't provoke those actions. You can provoke disrespect, right? By saying my dress, my choice, my dress, my choice, sometimes you begin to forget that there's a level of use and abuse. It just borders on use and abuse.
But Roy,
we have to be careful about that. You see, like I'm saying, don't use your money for the wrong reasons, or don't use your gun. You don't say my gun, my shot, my cash.
The flip side of your conversation,
it's very easy to say that.
The flip side of your argument, Roy, is this: these guys who have wameiba allegedly, as Sheila says,
they have overborrowed. It's called overborrowing.
Yes, if they've overborrowed, they're not showing it yet. It is a known fact, right?
Yes.
The guy who has a gun is not showing
it. Don't.
That are criminal, but it's because it's a known
but
fact.
It doesn't stop
the same thing with this. Wameamua tu kama hindo hata hawajaonyesha sia watu. They're suggesting, just like these guys are suggesting I'm a good guy hata kama nimeiba. I'm not a criminal, but these guys they're also suggesting.
But in this you never see a poster of a guy suggesting that he has a lot of money. In this thing there is a positive side of it.
Yes.
And the positive side of it is every woman at home, you should display yourself to your man. Otherwise there is another woman outside there who is going to display herself to your man, and that woman will ruin your man.
Atashinda primary.
Because you as a lady in the house, you don't display yourself to your man.
Then utawacha kujirana as an independent.
You see? So hata kwa nyumba wakati watoto wamelala, wamama wajue watavaa nini.
Wafanye fashion show.
Wafanye fashion show mbele ya bwana zao. Because they are going to win their way of thinking, their psychology. They are going to satisfy their psychology. Actually, if this is satisfying some of us, some men, not us, some men, then when it is done in the house, I think it can be more better.
So that is the right place that this girl was talking about. Yes, Sheila.
Just going back to Roy's point, because Pastor, I don't relate to that story.
You can do.
Listen, at the end of the day, what happens between two people in the comfort of if you don't have understanding, I always go back to that. If you married someone because of their assets, you're going to always look for better assets. Assets ziuisha. Unanielewa, ziu deflate, ziu sink, ziu gravity, ziuisha. So if what you're looking for in someone is their assets, rather than trying to connect to their spirit and their soul, then you're going to get lost. Yeah. Number two, You see the way you're saying women you address your choice, you should find out what you should. So let me ask you, when you go to the swimming pool, for example, and you see all these women with their bikinis, so all the men who are seated around there, we are tempting them.
How can you use an environment where you're supposed to be?
No, that's what I'm asking, because that is
unclothed as an example.
At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. So your mind can train yourself. Try and listen to my question.
Yes.
So your mind can train yourself to see that this is a swimming scenario, and your mind can train yourself to see, that this is, I should jump, I should disrespect this woman kind of scenario.
No.
Exactly.
No.
I think also maturity there.
My point is, when it comes to my dress, my choice, women are not saying that they want to, go out there and tempt you or anything. Please, men wear Speedos as well.
Hello.
Not on the street.
No, but you do wear Speedos. Doesn't matter whether you wear it in the comfort of your bedroom or in the swimming pool. It is an outfit, okay?
You're not going to find guys walking around with tight vests in the middle of town.
You do, they're there. Do you walk in town?
Those guys should be arrested.
No.
So that's also insanity mixed with
at the end of the day,
what
I'm saying is, if the concern is that a woman is going to be dressed in a certain way, hence, like the way you've even described, like she'll be in an elevator and guys will be there pressing on. Like, is this high school?
No, what I am saying
is this in the office?
I'm saying.
Is this how people
I'm saying the same thing you used to sell is what wait. The poster was selling something.
No, this
was selling a positive future.
We moved from the poster. This is a lady in the office who's just won a tight outfit.
That's okay. That is okay.
No,
that's
but
different.
you made.
I said be careful about that use of. Don't use my dress, my choice in the wrong context.
You said
under the correct context. I am just saying if you're in the same. I said the same lady. If you're in a situation where you use your body like that, the day it's abused, then don't go back, because that's the same thing you also abuse by sharing it out there. That's my point.
So what you're willing to share, you're willing to share.
So let me ask.
Yes.
How would I? If
you're willing to blatantly throw it out there, you have no respect for it.
If I was to throw myself.
So when you enter that lift and it's being disrespected, don't be surprised.
But again, the other
I feel like you're leaving it open for people to just disrespect women. Yeah.
No,
that's what
I'm
you're
not.
saying. You're saying there are reasons to disrespect a woman.
There are no reasons. I'm saying don't.
I think the other thing is this.
Don't be a propagator of disrespect. You're being a propagator of disrespect.
Do you actually ask for people to disrespect you?
That process, I will never move away from that process.
No, it's your choice. It's your choice to just this woman.
It's asking someone to
No, she's not asking you for anything.
She's asking for disrespect.
It's your choice to walk away from this poster and say, this woman, I'm going to move away. You don't have to disrespect her.
You make it sound like that poster.
Let's quickly have Pastor Chris jump in.
What I'm saying is, let's do the wearing as per the occasion that you are going to.
Exactly.
If we leave it like that, then I will know when I'm going to this occasion, I know the type of the dress I'm going to find. Because when I'm going to dinner with my wife, she don't wear the same way she wear when we go to church. And also when we go to Barrio. And when we go to Itega somewhere. You know?
Yes.
When we go to Kushogia Mwana, when you are mixed with old ladies, you cannot wear as if you are going to a party somewhere. So we have to know, why am I wearing this? It's for what occasion? And when we do that, we are going to show maturity.
Yes.
All right. There are some comments here as well on 2242. I think this one really made me laugh. John from Saika anasema, no miniskirt fathomed against men shall prosper. Asi aseme amen. Then there's also Hairaburu. Please, I confess, I went for an interview and the panel team were nodding their heads every time I was giving feedback on their questions, but later a lady who never even appeared before any panel was given a job because of her supportive documents. Raburu, exclamation mark. And then somebody says here, I'm Susan, and yep, the pastor is absolutely right, because someone like that can never lead the country. Politics isn't about beauty. She should go to a beauty contest. Sheila, tell them to give women credit. Men are not competitive enough these days. That is pathetic, and that is why there's all this whining from men. And stop invoking God in things that should be sensible. Nikiti.
Hey, come on. We've been put in our place.
Yes, that's as far as 2242 is concerned. Very quickly, before we get our final comments, we have here Twitter, and his name is Lonari Birir, says, tuonyesha hiyo picha tena. But in his defense, he said, alipata conversation halfway. And then, it is about time you accept that indecent exposure is a way of making money. It's your body just to make others feel uncomfortable. That is Julius Peters 254. And then, Shai Maslin says, why should someone's dressing eat you up? And then somebody here says it's all about packaging your product. That is a Silamwash. In a perfect competitive market, competition advantage will edge you out. Then you can't blame a person or God's creation. Jipe Shugle. Alright, those are the comments there. So we're gonna get some final comments from Roy and then Sheila. Tukiendelea hivi.
Haya, ukianza na mimi shida imeanza.
Tunataka tuanze na
yeah, I've just said as I say, as you always closing that the choices have consequences. Yeah, and for me that's what I'm saying is that when you look at that thing is what you're triggering off. Are you sure you can handle it, right? Because for me when I see it, it's really saddening for that person to disrespect what she was blessed with. Pastor Kaita temple, her temples, yeah, and go and use them like that because of disrespect towards herself. And I'm more worried about what it provokes because it sets off. This trend is worrying because it will set off something. I want to say this. I think a lot of women, in levels of decency, for me it's pretty obvious. I think there are more decent women than men, by far, right? And for me, I think that women are there's a level of women who are beginning to decay the good work that has been there for women. So they're just beginning to provoke the wrong scent. So what you're starting off, the body will be something that will attract people today. It will be the same thing that you're throwing out there that will destroy you. Yeah? You hold the gun that you used to threaten guys is the same gun that will shoot you. You know, when thieves come in, they use the weapons they find in the house. So make sure you've got plastic things.
Three concluding points. One, about 100 years ago, there were no clothes involved in this story. So if you want to talk about indecency, let's take it 100 years back when we all owned one size of cloth, and that was the end of the story. My titties did not provoke you in any way. My assets did not provoke you in any way. But we live in a society right now where we have to put on clothes. So however we put that, and wherever you want to put your decency meter is your own business. Number two, women work hard. Yeah, and then not every single thing a woman is trying to do out there is to provoke a man. So disrespect should not be something that is not even a conversation. Respect is owed to everyone. To everyone. Whatever, whether you're naked, you're however, you should be respected. And number three, I feel like men should really rein in their thoughts a lot. Like, let's stop focusing on just inflatable things. Let's focus on how to build this nation, how to be better people, because I think that's what women are doing.
All right. Well, what I want to say is that let's do everything that we do for the glory of God. My wearing, let us glorify God. If I know that I'm provoking somebody, the Bible says the meat which I am eating, if it is provoking my brother, I should stop eating. That does not mean that I should stop eating even when he is not there. It is only when he is there. So let me do everything that I'm doing for the glory of God, knowing that I am a model to somebody else. I am a role model to somebody else. So would I be happy when I see my kids doing nasty things that I did? I will not be happy. So what am I supposed to do? Let me do the right thing, the right time. There is no indecency growth when it is being worn at the right time.
All right. Good stuff. I'd like to thank you guys so much for your comments on 2242 and also on the hashtag for breakfast. As I always say, the choice is yours, but always know the choices have some consequences. But today we'd like to add a little bit something here. It goes both ways. For the men, like Sheila said, control yourself, bro. Control yourself. And for the women, Chadu bata kutusaidia. So let's meet halfway.
Saidia macho.
Saidia moto.
Saidia macho.
All right, so let's meet halfway. But at the end of the day, again, the choice is yours. Just make sure you make the right one. Like I say, thank you so much for your comments. Tukutane tena. My time. The hashtag to use, as always, is Breakfast. Thank you for all those comments. I know I was not able to read all of them, and thank you for also being very honest. And for the lady who akupewa kazi, hopefully tapata kazi. Tunakona pasta hapa. Tutakuombea. It was a wonderful day. My name is Zul Saburi, reminding that successful people look like you and like you. So, just like the great Manchester United, Chelsea pia wanajaribu kushinda. Have a wonderful day.